Do you have a beachhead somewhere in your heart? Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always enjoy connecting with you midweek. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're enjoying this spring-like weather. Don't forget to set your clocks ahead on Saturday night. And that question for you again, do you have a beachhead anywhere in your heart? Now, 82 years ago, this coming summer, there was one of the largest military operations in history took place in Europe. It's called Operation Overlord. It involved Allied forces, that is, forces from the United States and Canada and Britain. Those Allied forces had the intent, the goal, of driving all of the German forces out of Western France. So Operation Overlord involved sending those Allied forces onto the beaches of Western France, which is called Normandy. They arrived in waves. Just a few quick numbers for you. There were over 2,000 airplanes involved in that assault, over 4,000 boats involved bringing troops and military supplies onto the shore. There were over 150,000 Allied forces involved, over 10,000 casualties on the first day alone. And all of those troops, all that military hardware landing on that beach with the intention of driving German soldiers back so that a beachhead could be established. Okay, a beachhead? What do you mean by a beachhead? Well, a beachhead is simply a military term for a military base being established from which future operations can take place. Those military officials, those soldiers, all of that work was not with the intent of building a resort. They didn't show up to build some kind of a amusement park or build a hotel where people could come and take vacations. No. They had an intent. The intent was to drive the German soldiers out of France. They built that beachhead because it was going to be a place for future assaults. Now, Pastor Mike, thanks a million for the history lesson. What's that got to do with me? Well, the book of Ephesians, the letter that the Apostle Paul wrote to the church of Ephesus, he uses a word. He says, Ephesians 4, do not give the devil a foothold. Now, a foothold, that might sound like a mountain climbing term, and it kind of was. It's a place where you could put your foot as you're pushing yourself up to the next height. But here's what that word really means. The word in Greek that we translate to foothold literally means a place with a purpose. A place with a purpose. And not a purpose like, boy, I hope I can go vacation there, but no, a place with a purpose that has everything to do with future assaults. It's sort of like saying it's a beachhead. So in Ephesians 4, Paul is saying, be careful of your hearts and make sure that you're not giving the devil a beachhead, a place from which he can work in the future. So friends, here's my question for you. Do you have any beachheads in your heart? Now, you didn't create them. We don't intentionally create beachheads, but here's what happens. Sometimes if we're not paying attention, if we allow things into our life that don't belong there, if we put our focus on something that's simply not of the kingdom, if we allow ourselves to be distracted too much, if we pour all of our energies into something, that becomes the potential for a beachhead, because I'll tell you, the devil is really, really good at disguising his beachheads. The devil doesn't come with a full frontal assault. The devil is so good at finding the little areas in your life where you are vulnerable. He knows your heart as well as you do, and the devil is good at establishing a beachhead. It might not be the place from which he launches an assault on your life today or tomorrow, but it could be a place from which he begins his work in some small ways and loves to work long term. Believe me, the devil is far more patient than you are. So here's that question for you again. Do you have any beachheads in your heart? By that I mean, do you have any places in your life from which the devil can stage an assault? And the devil always starts small. Very different than Operation Overlord. He doesn't show up with all the soldiers at once. The devil loves to start small and work long term. Friends, you and I have to take a long look at our lives sometimes and ask ourselves the question, do I have any beachheads in my life from which the devil can start his assault? Just something to keep in mind, especially during this Lenten season. Friends, hope you're having a great week. Hope you know that we love you and pray for you. Take good care of yourselves. God loves you. Bye-bye.